Right. Sorted. I'll just get some posts out. The usual shays. Okay. So, where are we at with the plugin? I dare say it is not too far off being finished. So for anyone that hasn't seen it yet, the plugin itself is a bank system. It allows you to store various different item types in a shared bank in your game. And you can store items, equipment, money, or if you have one in your game, a custom currency which you can then set up on the right. Near enough all of the storing and withdrawing of these things are done. The last thing to tackle, which shouldn't be too difficult, is the equipment. Items, money, and custom currency can be stored, although I haven't tested custom currency, so we'll do that as well just to test it. And then the only thing I have to do after that is ensure that the restrictions are applied. So with the bank, you'll be able to restrict the number of items that can be stored in the bank, as well as the number of equipment. And assuming you are using the weight system plugin, which is also for free, you'll be able to restrict items by weight in the bank. So we'll need to do some work to accommodate these restrictions, but before that, like I say, we're going to finish off getting the equipment storage and withdraw set up, as well as testing the custom currency and making sure that works. But just to quickly demonstrate the what we've got so far in the plugin in action, we'll start a new one. So, got 20 items, so that guy just gives me a bunch of items that I can use to store. We also start off with 100 of our currency. Ignore that, that's just my messing around. So yeah, we can choose to deposit or withdraw. We choose what it is we want to deal with. In this case, G is just the name of the gold in my game that I've got it set up to. Or in this case, that is also the name of my custom currency, because yeah, why not? So we can deposit any of this stuff. We can also go to withdraw. Thinking about it, I've just thought this introduces a bug, I think. Ugh. There is a bug I need to think of, which is this what you see now. I'm in a new game. I should the antidote should see hero from a save game. So I need a way of making sure that the data saved is only saved like for the relevant save file, but I'll think about that later. What I'm going to do is make a note of that. Well, here we are. Oh, I think is it. And that. Okay. So, oops, actually no. What's that? For now, I'm just gonna get rid of any data that is stored. Start from scratch, and I will then fix that in a little minute. I'm gonna make a note of that. I'll do. Right. So we can look at fixing that in a bit, to be honest. But just for demonstration purposes, at least, if I do this, and if I check withdraw, there shouldn't be anything in here. Yeah, there we go. There's nothing to it. Okay. So, yes, we've got 8 available to deposit. You can select. Obviously, in this case, it's only going to go up to 8. That's all I have available. Likewise, I can only go down to 1. You have to deposit at least something unless you back out. But yeah, we'll deposit 5. Check my inventory. I should only have 3 left in my inventory. It was an antidote I've just stored. So where are those? There we are. Yes, I only have 3, so that's good. I just checked this. That correctly shows 3. Should only be able to select up to a maximum of 3, which I can. And then likewise, if I now go to withdraw, this should say there's 5 antidotes. Similarly with depositing, I can select up to the maximum, down to the minimum. We'll withdraw 2. I should now have 5, I think, in my inventory, so on deposit. And 3 in here. And if I withdraw all of them, this should now say there's nothing. And the deposit should show us 8 again. Look at that. Alright. So we're semi-competent, but we've got this bug to fix. So let's have a think. We need a way of ensuring that in this case, the data related to the items you've stored in a bank are stored in something I've called the bank cache. So I need to make sure that it retrieves bank cache for a given save data. So let me have a think. So let's see. So that just does that. Just gonna turn down the music on my side. A bit loud for me. I'll turn it back up on the stream. But hopefully you've evened out. Okay. So, let's see. When we launch the game, we currently grab the stored items, the stored equipment, and the stored currency data, put them in the cache. So the way this cache works is obviously we grab that data at the start of the game, assuming you have anything stored. If not, then that cache is going to be empty. But let's say you've already got a game, you've saved some stuff in the bank, and then you've chosen to save your game. At the point of saving your game, we save that data to the cache. And then when you close the game, that data gets saved permanently. And then when you launch the game, we load that permanently saved data and load it into the cache for when it gets updated again. But we need a way of ensuring that it is empty when the game is a new game. So I need a way of identifying which save file we're on, any. Okay, let me have a quick look at this, because I can't remember how we determine if the game has been saved or not. Most layer control, map team moves. So we're going to need to do some research. Let's have a look. So game data manager, let's have a look at that class. Okay. So when we're loading and saving, we're passing in an index. That could be a goer. That should be game data manager. Let me look at that class. Save. What was the thingy called? Oh, it's just called save and load. That one. Game data manager save index. Do save. Where's that get called from? That gets called there. Okay. What is this? In this code? This stock game. I believe that's layout state save as. Select prop. That's not really giving me. Selected property, select save index. The public int on layout manager. Oh no, it's on select property, which is inside layout manager. Where does layout manager live? Structure. Okay. And layout menu. Host is the layout manager, right? Okay. Selected prop. So layout manager, I should be able to theoretically go layout manager. I don't know. Let me check this. Alright, let me save index. I want to see if there's anything explicit in here. If data started. Game setting. Save slot num. That could be something to look at. Okay, let's check these. So save data. Okay, that's just glossary. We're not interested in that. Save data start index. That could be interesting. That's just the number of save files. So, game settings, save data start index. Okay, let's test that out then. We'll run some tests and see what we got. So, push log. And this is going to be game main instance data. Is it private? Oh. Wait, what? Game data manager. That's what I want that to be in. So is it going to be in start settings? Of course, am I in here? From game settings. It's a property with a getter. Oh, wait. I think I know. It's catalog, get game setting, that one. The string. Okay. So, and what is that? Is that it's not nullable. Actually, just so it's obvious, I'm just gonna put it here so it spams it. Cannot miss it then. I want to see what that shows as if I hit new game. I would imagine 0, okay. And then what if I continue from save data 1? I have broken it. Nice. Alright, we'll just close that then. We'll reopen that. I will create new save data because I may have balked something with my tinkerage. The fix should theoretically be relatively simple to do if this works how I expect it to. Okay, so I'm just going to find where that data gets saved. What am I in? I'm in memories, so it should be save data, get rid of that. Okay, there is no save data now. Right, so we know that this is going to spam out 0, which is fine. Save it to that. Relaunch the game. And hopefully, if I'm lucky, this will not show as 0. Right, okay, it is. So that's not what we're... That property isn't what we're after. So, game setting, save. Let's see what we've got in here. That's why it starts saving a bunch of data. I imagine this is going to be a very chunky function. Oh, interesting. Can save that to a byte array. Didn't realise that was a type I could deal with, but now I know. Okay, no, not really that. I might check that one. I don't think that's right, but I'll check it. Oh, interesting. Some hints of unity. And that's the glossary we're in now. All walk settings, action, camera, input, battle. Common event. Yeah, okay. So I don't think it's save slot them. It doesn't look like it would be, but I mean we'll have a look. Let's see what it gives us then. I'd imagine it's just going to spit out 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, okay, because that's the maximum my game allows. Yeah, so that's it's just spitting out the maximum number of saves that are allowed, not the save that's been loaded. So perhaps this isn't the place to look. Could it be? What could it be? Suppose it could be system data, perhaps? Where did that load up? Oh, wait, it's loading the thing, not the class. There we go. Okay, that's potential. No, not this then. Where that going to live? So we must be able to access that from somewhere. Oh, but that's just an interface. This interface got on it. Yeah, literally just load and save. Hmm. So when we hit load, game data manager, dot load. Yeah. Just grabs that. Select. Okay, let's look back on this. Menu window. Save. Okay. Let's tinker around with that then. So what are we saying? Map scene dot. What was it called? Menu window. Layout menu controller. Save. Dot is visible layout. Dot to string. Let's try that and see what we get. I have a feeling it's not going to be a lot. In fact, yeah, it's going to suck. That's always going to be false. I imagine it might show up as true from now. No. Yeah, no, okay. Ooh, this is tough. Okay. So, let's see. What other data do we have access to? Or what other data can we see? Check the save date, save. Yeah, no, it's not really helpful. The only thing we really just need access to the index of the thing that's being selected. So yeah, we just need to try and figure out how to access that, really. Interesting. Data path. Have a look at that. I think that was on here. Where does this get called from? Actually, what does this do? Let's read this. So it gets past an index and a boolean as to whether or not it's a legacy path. If autosave, then minus on the index, I guess. If it's less than 0, then yeah. Okay, legacy path. Otherwise, it's saved data. Okay. Yeah, let's see what calls this then. We've got load call. That takes an index as well. Where's that? All from core. Your content property. Save data. Save date. So what's that? What's the date, the data, and the date time? Configure content property. Hmm. Selected save index. Interesting. What's that? I wonder. Game main dot instance dot title is it? Internal. Okay. We can try some reflection. To use some ChatGPT because I can't remember how to do reflection. Property. Shot. Okay. So, what we're saying, we've got a class, got an internal property. So, sure, type. So this is going to be game main instance dot title scene get type property info is going to be test type dot get property selected save data. No, selected saved index. Binding flags dot hello. Oh, okay. Binding flags dot non-public and binding flags dot instance. If property info is not null, upper dot push log property get value game main instance string else upper dot push log something's null. Alrighty. Let's see what we get. So we will load a new game. Something's null, okay. What about if we load save data 1? Something's still null, okay. Let's see. Test type null. Push test null. That is null. Push. See. Else. Okay, let's see. We can try and narrow down what is null and debug it from there. Property info. Okay. So that titles. I suppose title scene probably would be null. Thinking about it. Have a look at this. So it has one on it, but it's only there theoretically while it actually on the title screen. At which point it is no longer there. Which is frustrating. Title scene inherits from scene base. What about map scene? That got. Ooh. Reservation change. This not owner. What is that called from? There. That's obviously still private. I don't think we can access that. That'd just be pretty much doing the same as that. I mean, I'll test it just in case, but I don't think that is going to give me what I want. Imagine that's going to say, yeah, property info. Yeah. You'd think it'd be easy to figure out which save you've selected, but for whatever reason it's not. Right, let me go back to looking for things that mention save then. Save event. Index. Yeah. Ugh, this is annoying. Right in here. The fuck is that? Went down some funky rabbit hole there. What about the other update one? Does that do? That's for auto saving. Huh. The only other places I can see it being used is on the actual save itself. But that isn't particularly useful. Because this is now layout based and it's only there on the layout, it's not stored in the games, in the game main. As far as I can tell anyway. Oh. I'm going to ignore anything layout based. I don't think that's going to help me. Let's have a look in here. What do we have in the catalogue? I haven't really looked much in this. I feel like I should search for index or something like that rather than save, but yeah. Yeah, no, this isn't really getting me in. Nothing new anyway. Okay. What about if we type in index? Ah, that's just going to give me indexes of everything. That's not helpful. Okay, what else do we have in the catalogue? Actually, let's have a look what we're getting back in object. Not a great deal. Well, it's not anything super useful anyway. Without the script runner, I'd have any save state. No. Looked at that. Pretty sure we've really looked. And do at least any of the obvious places. And I was saying I wanted to get some progress done, but this bug is a doozy. Hmm. What about, instead of save, what about if we say load? What if we look for load? There could potentially be a load index or something like that. Because that's realistically what we care for. Like, it's the save index, but maybe they call it a load index. Nothing else in that that's useful. Right, I may need to call in some backup. Hmm. Okay. Let's test out an alternative approach. Let's see if this new approach will work. Public class test chunk. And what's this gonna be? I wonder what that store data type that is. Could be probably catalog games. No, it's not on that. This point, I think it's part of system. Get playtime. Yeah. Okay, so it gets the playtime as a string. Okay. So, what we're going to do to test this out, when you load the game, no, when you start the game, let's see, what would we do? We would private, I don't know, test chunk, test. Okay. If test, yeah, if test is not null and test.playtime is equal to game. This not data. Oh yeah, data.system.get playtime. Dot. It's matching. And then the game has been saved. This. Playtime. That. I know it's going to be that. Oh yeah, I can't do that. So that'll be that. And then what am I thinking? Catalog. Doing. No. Else. Nope. Let me think. Oh yeah, no, that is right. That is right. Extra trunk. Test. Chunk. Okay, we've got our overly elaborate and complex test. Now enough setup. Test data save. So yeah, I'm trying an alternative way to determine whether or not to determine save data. It is very brittle in the sense that it can be cheesed. But it should be precise enough where it should be very uncommon, and it's a temporary solution to a bug that I have until I figure out a more permanent one. So Yeah. So playtime of X amount of seconds. This is unhappy now. Why we're unhappy? Line 109. So line 109. I imagine it's one of the new things I've added. This thing. Oh right, yeah, I didn't instantiate it as a restaurant. That'd probably help. There we go. Let's try that again. Right, let's do this again. So save. 7 seconds, and it's fallen over again. Same line, 109. It should not be null. Oh, wait, no, yeah, we set it to that, which will be null. Okay, never mind. So, let's think. Do that, or a new test trunk. At that point, I can just get rid of that. Never null, because it's either whatever we get from catalog or a new one. Yeah, okay. Now we should be good to go. So, save the data. We are at. Ooh, okay, we're fallen over, but it's fallen over somewhere different. Fallen over at line 117. There's this one. Which makes sense because I did not create a chunk. Else extra chunk equal new extra chunk with just GUID ID. There we go. We should now be golden. Right, so I'll get it to a different time, so what, like 14 seconds. I'm going to reset. Check that. It did not match, or it must not have matched. So it's obviously more fragile than I thought. Else push log test.playtime. Output push log. Okay, that could just be because we're not loading the chunk correctly. Don't understand why we wouldn't be though. Are we not reading it? Should be fine. Okay. Else if test is null. No, that can't be the case. No, that can't be null. I mean, I'll leave that there, but that can't be the case. No. Best play time. Yeah, okay, so the property has not been loaded, it would seem. I'm gonna stop it from doing that. Just see what happens. It may well be that it didn't save correctly. No, we definitely have one. It just doesn't have the data. That is how we set them up. Pretty sure. Suppose it could be because of that. Oh, wait. Oh, right, yeah, it'd probably help if I did that. What an idiot. Okay. Okay, it did match for a split second. I want to see if that happens again. It did. Okay. So if we save here, and then reset. So what we have stored now is 34. So if I go here, it shouldn't say it's matching. Which it isn't, because what we have stored is 35. Well, it'd be 34, I guess. Okay. So, we have it at a point where for a few frames, we're able to differentiate between different saves, assuming you don't have multiple saves on the exact same second. Yeah. Okay, so I now need to apply that to my stuff. And to do that, I need to start off by getting rid of that. Get rid of all the test stuff. We know that it's possible and that it works. Yeah. Okay. So we know my solution works. Ish. Well, I mean, it does work, but it's brittle. But let's not focus too much on that. Okay, so I'm going to put a string at the end of this. Playtime. Playtime. So I need to add that to both of these. Okay. And now, what we need to do is I want to know if... Let's find out. I want to see if we can access that in start method. Bank system, line 130. I think that's just because I've got saved chunk data on. But that does show playtime there. Theoretically, if I hit new game, it also shows playtime there. Okay. Uh, yeah, just do, before I do that, okay, data, log, that, just clear out my existing chunk data. Oh, right, no, I know why it's unhappy. It is because, what that? That. At least I think it's because of that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now clear out my cache. Right. Okay, so what I don't want is for these to be populated on the title screen, because the title screen's playtime is always going to be 0. I only want these to be populated. So let's just do one of them. So hub.push log, and we will do bank cache item chunks equals to string. Bank cache is null. Okay. Bank cache is null is false. Right, okay, so we've already loaded the bank cache data, which isn't ideal. However, let me just double check. They do get instantiated. Okay, let's change this up then and do any bank cache item chunks as any. So theoretically, because I've purged, that should say false. Which it does. Okay. So let's just add something in that cache. So we'll just deposit one of them. Save my game. Going to reload and hope that it still says false at this point. No, okay, we've already loaded it out, so all that means is that I can no longer do this here. I have to do it in update, where I know that the playtime is from when you're in the game. Because if I remember correctly, this method is only called in the game itself. So there shouldn't be anything in here referencing playtime, nope. But the moment I start the game... Yeah. Go. Okay. Right, that's okay. That isn't a problem. Just going to pop that in initialize. And then that's all there is to that bit. Okay. Right then, so what we need to do is... Where is it? Handle chunk update. Time ID is going to be system get time. Playtime B system time. So that is when we create a new one. However, if the item chunk isn't null, then we want to update. No, that's not right. Don't want to do. We only want to set the playtime IDs at the point of saving. So where's our district? Okay, so if the item chunks is each item chunk. Okay. String playtime ID. And all this is going to do is say okay. Item chunk dot playtime ID equal D. Same with this. Same with this. Okay. So that wait. Oh wait, no, that's on destroy. Wait, think then. Right, so no, that's not what we want. That is not what we want. It's when we handle the save. Here, this is it. This is what wants it. So when you save the game, we need to update our cache. Each of our item chunk in item chunk dot playtime ID is going to be playtime. Each equipment chunk. That is going to be that. And then this one is going to be C chunk. ID is that. Okay. So that's happy. And that's when you save the game. Store cache data, that doesn't. So that can be ignored. Can go back to that. Okay. And then when we're loading the cache, get the chunk list where playtime ID equals system.getPlaytime. The list. Chunk data. That gets me the first or default. However, if you... Yeah, that wants to be get chunk list. And then that wants to be first or default, where x.playtime ID equals that. Okay. Theoretically, we have fixed the bug. We need to test that, which we're going to do now. I'll leave that to do in there a bit. And we're going to start off by purging the bank data again. Just so we've got a fresh start. So all the bank data is purged. I'm going to get rid of the saved data too. Alright, let's test it. Let's see if we are geniuses. So we've got our items. On this save, I'm going to deposit 3 antidotes. and save my game. Right, okay, so first problem. Bank system, line 79. Update cache list. Bank account. Line 86. This. What's wrong with that? I didn't even read the error. What am I doing? Okay, let me do that again so I can read what the error was. Oh, wait. I think it is just in case. It is null. Right, okay. Let me have a look. If currency chunk is not null, then do that. I think that might be what it was. And I'm just gonna get rid of my save data again. Okay, let's try that again. So, we're going to deposit 4 antidotes this time. Can confirm we only have 4 left in our inventory. Save the game, no errors, perfect. We're going to reset, we're going to make another new game. For our 20 items. This should say there's nothing to withdraw. Good. We've got our 8 antidotes again. This time I'm going to deposit both of my elixirs. So I should see no elixirs in here. And here I should see 2. I'm going to save that on save data 2. If I reset, continue from save data 1. An achievement. So I have still got 4 antidotes on this save. There should still be 4 in the bank. Ah, feck. Oh, I thought I had it. Oh. Right. Just out of curiosity. Okay. Alrighty. Let's have a look. Oh, wait, yeah, it'd probably help if I wasn't purging the cache every time. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, never mind. The fix might still be good. It was just me being an idiot. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of my save data once again. Gone. Okay. I think I might have just been silly. We'll get 20 items. So for this one, I'm going to deposit all antidotes. I have no more antidotes left here, but I have all 8 there. Save that to save slot 1. Reset. New game. I have 20 items again. This time again, we're gonna. In fact, I'll go for something different. I'll get rid of the campsite. Okay. So that now has 1 campsite. I'm going to save this to save slot 2. Reset. Continue from save slot 1. And this time the bank should have all of the antidotes. So I have none. If I look at deposit, I have none. But if I look at withdraw, there should be 8. Fingers crossed. Ah, oh, god damn it! I thought that was it. I thought I was just being silly. Okay, there's still definitely an issue. Ooh. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. Right, initialize. Okay. So let's have a look. Open up push log. Playtime. Dot. Yeah. Oh, I could have sworn that was it, but I guess actually. Oh no. Yeah, no, I guess not. So I'm gonna do that just for now. We'll grab all of them. And I want to add bank cache item chunks for each. Helper.push log. Item name. Playtime ID. Is that? Okay, let's see what that spits out. Okay, so the playtime is that. Oh, I see. I have been a silly bugger. I know exactly why it is falling over. I forgot this gets called every frame. Right. Let's... Okay, this might still be a case of me being an idiot. Private bool bank data loaded. Right, where's my initialize method? Here it is. If bank data has not been loaded, then load it once, not every frame. Okay. I'm going to put this web statement back on. I feel confident. Comment out these two. My confidence has returned a little bit. Just a smidge. So, I think for this save, I removed all antidotes, and for this one, I removed the campsite. So, if I'm lucky, let's just check the deposit. So, yeah, this one has no antidotes in my inventory, but if I check the bank... Come on. Ah, still nothing. Right, okay. Still a bug somewhere then. Let's bring these logs back in. Do that. Right, so we're loading all the item chunks. So that should include the two chunks we've got. So the one that we have the antidotes on, plus the ones that we have on the other save for the campsite. And I'm going to try and compare the IDs for those with the current playtime and see if they do not match. Because like I say, this form of uniqueness is very brittle since it's based on the playtime. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm still being an absolute moron. Oy. It'd help if I toggled on the boolean that stops this from being called every frame. Okay. Third time's a charm. I am back to being confident yet again. I don't need that. Okay, save 1, no antidotes. Save 2, no campsite. I think. I'm not certain about save 2, but save 1. As we can see in the inventory, no antidotes. In the bank, we should now, ultimately, finally, please, dear God, see some antidotes. Ah. Okay, let me just check this. If the bank data is not loaded, load it once. Say we've loaded it, so that way we never hit that again. So theoretically, this should be getting hit once. I'm going to bring that back. Do that. Let's have a look. And as well, actually, before I do, if bank cache item chunks dot any, then do that. Else, push log. There's no item chunks. Because I did notice the fact that it wasn't showing any any playtime IDs earlier when we were debugging it. So the playtime should, yeah. Oh, okay, interesting. There are no item chunks. Okay. Let's think then. Let me check. So, is that correct? When did, I don't. So when we close the game, yeah, no, that is right. Yeah, we want to get rid of that and store what we have in cache. The list of those, yeah. When we're updating the cache, we are specifying those. I'm going to restart my tests, get rid of both my saved data that I'm messing with, because I don't see why there should be no item chunks at all. Yeah, that is correct. There shouldn't be at this point. Do that. So we'll deposit all of those antidotes again. They're not in my inventory. They are in the bank right now. Save my game. Ignore these, those are for other plugin logs. If I reset, load this. Okay, it has got it this time. That might have just been an issue where I accidentally purged it beforehand. So let me go back to my initialize method. Comment that stuff out. Grab this. Do that. And continue with my test. So I have one saved data where I got rid of all of my antidotes. Oh, I think I know exactly why the test didn't work, and it is because of this. This gets rid of all data, but I only want it to get rid of the ones for this save. Ooh, okay. So this is the one. This is the one. Okay, this is what's causing the problem. Ooh. So what is that? That's a list of extra chunks. Hmm. Right. This is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna need a way of getting the extra chunks for specific times, like a specific play time. In the form that they're in at the minute here, with them being a list of extra chunk, that isn't possible. Because the playtime ID isn't stored on an extra chunk, it's stored on an item equipment chunk or a currency chunk. And the extra chunk is what stores that. I need to think around this somehow. How can I get specific extra chunks other than a GUID? I don't... This has... No, that's only got save and load. Can't get the ID off of that. Because the idea of what this is doing... maybe I try a way where I don't get rid of the data. But that won't work. Well, it will, but it's just going to clog the game up with unnecessary data. But how much of a problem actually is that, I wonder? Ooh, this is an interesting issue. So, like, the immediate fix, or, well, yeah, no, the immediate fix is just to not do that and literally just store them regardless. That would theoretically be the fix. So, let me just test that. So, I'm going to start off by purging the data again, just so we start from square one. Then if I do that, I'll in a second. So I just need to new game it. That's gonna behind the scenes get rid of all those bank data that we have stored. Just deleted my saved data too. So theoretically, this should now work without issue. Should be in the keyword here because by God have I run into multiple random issues that I didn't think should be an issue. Where's my initialize method? Yeah, so that's set up how it should be. Don't need that. So this should theoretically work. I'll deposit all of those. Those are no longer in my inventory. but they are in the bank. Save the data. Jobs are good. Reset. New game. Have a new set of items. This time deposit the campsite. I no longer have a campsite, but in the bank. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is that same issue I was thinking about. There's some... Oh, is it? Actually. This is the potential brittleness that I was talking about. I'm going to, just to be on the safe side, reset this one more time and take my time in one of them. Because what had the potential to happen there is I may have somehow got so unlucky that the chunks for each save were saved at the exact same time. Okay, so that should be purged. Actually, I'm just going to comment that out, just so I don't have to keep writing it. And then again, I'm going to get rid of my save data. Right, so let's just check this. There's nothing there. Good. Deposit. All of them. Those are there. Right, 15 seconds. Reset. New game. Okay, so no, there is an issue somewhere else. That is happening because that's why is that happening? It's obviously happening because of this, but I don't understand why. Because it shouldn't be. Reason being is when we save the data, that is the point where we update the cache with the current playtime. So all the stuff in the bank should be set up with that playtime. Unless it's not. For some reason. So there are two antidotes. Okay. That should still show... Oh! Wait, I think I see. Yes. Yes. When we close down the game, we store it every time. So whenever we do a reset, it stores the game. It stores it. Wait, that should be right. Let me think. What does handling the chunk update do again? This does what? Chunk list. Okay. Is that right? I might have forgotten a bit off of my cache. This could be the root of my problems. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking. So let's see. When you surround with that, then yes, it does need adding. The problem at that point is that it's added without a playtime ID. And it needs to be added. Of reasons. But it's now causing problems because of those reasons. I think I need to rework this such that it loads. So, these reasons I've been talking about. When you're playing the game and you deposit something in the bank, we store it in the catalog for Bakin. Reason being is that if you go back to the bank and try and withdraw it, we need to ping the catalog and obviously return the stuff you've stored in there. At the same time, actually no, it's not at the same time. When is it? Where's my update method? Yeah. And then when you update, no, when you save your, so you stored something in the bank, we've saved it to the Bakin's catalog. That's problem number one, because it's saved without a playtime ID. And realistically, we don't want it saving with the playtime ID at that point because the playtime ID is useless. Playtime ID is only useful when it's being done at the point of saving the game. So then we come on to problem number two, is that when you save the game, the way we update the cache is by just pulling those chunks out of the catalog again. We're not pulling them out for the one with your playtime, like the playtime for your save. So, I think what I need to do is when you store something in the bank, instead of saving it to catalog, we save it directly to the cache. When you then try and ping the bank again to withdraw something, we'll load the items from the cache rather than from the catalog. And then when you save the game, we'll then attach a playtime ID to each item and store it in the Bakin catalog. I think that is probably gonna be my best bet. And I half feel that's how it was originally intended to be done, but I just forgot somewhere down the line. So, what I'm gonna do... Where is it? So, this stuff here. Chunk list. Alright, and then here, what I'm going to do instead... Oh, no, that's fine, it's not that bit. This stuff here. going to comment that out for now. We'll keep it just in case this is the wrong approach. But instead what I'm going to do is say bank cache dot item chunks equals chunk list. Right. And then get selected category. Where is it? Category option select. So we need to have all of this be based on cache whenever it's to do with withdrawing. So theoretically, this would become bank cache dot item chunks dot any. And then do with an item, populate the object. For now, the end, I will pass it bank cache. So that way, whenever we do a withdraw, the item list will instead be returned bank cache. Right, and then for all the time, you're only ever dealing with the bank cache, except when you load the game initially, at which point we initialize it and we pull it out of the catalog and into cache. And then when it comes to saving that data, so when you save your game, don't want any of that. Oh, actually, no, I do want this. Yeah, this is saving data from the cache. That is correct. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong method. This one here. Yeah, no, this is what I don't want. Okay. So, that should only take the playtime ID. And it should loop through what it has currently in the cache. And update the cache with the playtime ID. That then makes that nice and simple. And then, at the point of closing the game, that still has to do the same thing, where for now we're just going to be adding items. Okay, I want to test this out and see if that works. I'm going to delete my saved data. I'm going to purge anything we've currently got. Okay. I have a good feeling about it. I have just literally whipped it up on the spot, so it may not work precisely how I want. We'll store all 8 of those. Okay, that is no longer in my inventory as expected. If I go withdraw, this should load from the cache. Save. Reset. New game. I'm gonna do this a bit faster. Okay. So I have 2 saved datas. I load this. This should have loaded the cache. Loaded the data into cache. For this saved data. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, and then... Oh. Right, okay. It worked for the first one, not for the second for some reason. Ugh. Why is that? 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 Okay. So this is going to show with all of the items stored in the thing. It has got a campsite stored at 11 seconds in. That's the problem. Yeah, it's too brittle, this method. Oh. It's 1 second off. This is saved at 10, this is saved at 11. That is a bummer. Is there any way I can make it more accurate? Yeah, I think for now, I'm going to park it here. I've made some progress, but I think I'm going to have to figure out a way of definitively definitively knowing which save index you're on, rather than trying to figure it out using the playtime. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'll have a think about it. Oh, this is tough. But we're making progress, one way or another. It's just slow at this point. Not as fast as I hoped, but we'll make it. Right. I'll catch you all later. Have a good one.